Hello, my name's Andrew Vondenheuvel, copyright trademark. Today is November 2nd, 2020, and it's election year. And never renewed my voting registration because I don't participate in foreign scam that's going on with this whole United States and everything, and I don't consider myself a person anymore. I'm a human being, natural man, sentient, and I don't beg for a ruler. I don't feel a need to have someone tell me what I can and cannot do. I'm a simple man. I don't cause no harm. I don't steal. I don't cheat. I don't need to rob. But what is going on here, and a lot of you may, and I hope that a lot of you are starting to see this, that how ridiculous and what type of insult is going on in the political arena through the United States. And it's a bit ridiculous. We have these two children running to create rules, regulations, and things for you to abide by, and most of you are willing, voluntarily participants in wanting to be ruled by these two people, which the outcome is going to be the same. It's part of an agenda. And if voting did have anything to do with change or anything, they wouldn't let us do it, for one. And what I want to get into is by registering to vote, you are voluntarily consenting to be ruled and abide by either party that is running for this to be a president of the corporation United States. And I don't understand how people even really want to. Well, people don't, and that's the big thing, is that you're willingly a person, and you're, as a people of the United States, you own the government, okay? But now the government owns you because they have made you less than a people. You are now a person. You exist only through sound. Okay, this is how they operate. This is the strategy and their way of thinking, their loophole. Okay, because you're born natural. Well, some of us were. I wasn't. But anyways, we came into this world innocent children. And the state provided their loophole past the common law. So now the creation can never be more powerful than the creator. So what the government had to do is create you, the capital Y-O-U, the all names capital letter, the person, the straw man, your legal entity. Because only legal entities have jurisdiction over other legal fictions, legal entities. And these entities are just that, they're, you might as well say they're somewhat similar to a ghost. And this is all based in Satanism, because none of it's real. It's all based in illusion, fraud, and they get kicks out of this. They get kicks out of you wanting to be ruled by something that isn't even real. Can we even really legitimately say that Joe Biden is his real name and Donald Trump is his real name? Every sign that I see, it's all gloss. All of them are in gloss or their logos. So it's either a piece of art or just a name on a piece of paper. And all they're doing is sitting in front of a camera and spewing nonsense that this entity what is it? What are these entities? They're corporations. And what are these corporations? How do they exist? They're persons too. They only exist through sound and name only. That's it. You are being ruled by a noise, by something invisible, like a ghost. And you give these entities power when, most people would claim to be Christians or, something along the lines of being real. But we're all being ruled by Satan and its imaginary rules and regulations, titles, ownership. And most of you will try to justify this and make sense out of it just to say that this isn't happening and I'm looking at this all wrong. And I don't care how you say it. What's happening is happening. What is it is. This is how it goes down. This is how it operates. And me, I more than said it. I filed my paperwork to leave being ruled. And does that mean that I won't have to face these people that are brainwashed by these entities? These people, like your cops, your judges, your attorneys, they're what's making these entities real through lies, fabrications. And a lot of it, what we have to do is get over this corporate state. We need to get over the corporate state, not under it. We don't need to understand it. We need to overstand these tactics, these mechanisms, this structure. Because it's going to boil down to an economic collapse, collapse of this civilization, which I don't necessarily see as a bad thing, but when it comes down to collapsing into another structure of even more control, the chains just tightening and tightening and tightening, it's not going to be good. What we need to do is be in control of this collapse and start forming our own money. And it is possible because everyone has a skill. Every peephole in this three-dimensional realm that we live in does serve a purpose. It is part of God. If you want to see God as I see it, as the totality of everything. We all have our own little parts. We have our own little electric field that makes up the spectrum of it all. And what we need to do is find these to where it is a contribution, not necessarily. It needs to be a contribution, a constructive contribution, one that is based in reality and not so much based in ideas, mythologies, or anything like that. Like a lot of our spiritual leaders were based in reality, teaching people the illusions that they were in, helping the blind see, feeding the hungry, and so on and so forth. You can find all types of little analogies or what they call them, parables, and things like that. And I think we can do all of this, but it is going to take us as individual people, to start reverting a little bit on our willingness to comply with a system of control, because we can't have structures and be a part of anything if we want to be free. And there's it just makes sense to me. Like, how can we claim to be an American or claim to be a United States citizen and claim to be a sovereign at the same time? That don't they're antithesis to me. They're opposites. They battle each other, which creates the confusion that we're in. Like, an example of this is, like, I see the support the blue the same time you're flying an American flag, which is supposed to represent freedom. And this support the blue is statutes. It's supporting statutes. It's not supporting law or any type of oath or anything. This is a manufactured entities that they're supporting. They're not supporting the people and what the government that they want. It's supporting the government they're told to support. And I hope this gets out there and hits a few people and maybe opens their mind up to other possibilities of working with each other, and withdraw your support, and being vocal about it, getting on some type of platform, even a blog. Start publishing your separation from these things. And then there's at least some type of documentation stating that, look, I'm no longer with this. I don't want to be judged, taxed, controlled by an entity, a false entity, satanic, whatever you want to call it. I use satanic because it's an ideology of, it's not based in reality. It's not based in any true fact of lies, but nevertheless, it's not based in any type of real structure. So I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for making it this far, if you did, and listening.